All right, I just started the recording, but I started out with these 8 problems. Everyone chose 3 to do on their own, and the answers are now on the screen. All right, what's the problem? All right, so someone has a question about number 6. So number 6 is kind of crazy. So basically, because these both have negative exponents, they would trade places. Well, they just so happen to have the same exponent, right? If they trade places, we wouldn't know. But since there's 3 y's on the top and the bottom, they cancel each other out. Yep. So since they match perfectly, we just cancel them all out and say 1, and then everything else stays where it is. 7x to the third over 4. That's all we're left with right there. All right, what other questions do you guys have? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. No questions? For real? Okie dokie. All right, I'm going to get rid of that. All right, so you guys have been hearing order of operation forever and ever and ever, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So just like you've learned since 5th or 6th grade, the please stands for parentheses. You always do parentheses and brackets and problems first. After you take care of parentheses or brackets, you complete exponent operations. And then you multiply and divide, whichever one comes first in the problem from left to right. And the last thing you do is add and subtract from left to right. So look at this problem right here. Some people think you always add first. No, it's whatever comes first in the problem. So you would subtract 25 minus 15 is 10, and 10 plus 3 is 13 is the final answer. Okay? So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Any questions about order of operations? No questions. Perfect. All right, look at this pop quiz. I love it. I love it. So today we're going to practice not only order of operations, but we're also going to substitute values for variables as well. So think of order of operations. What would I do first here? Yep, I would do my grouping first, right? So 7 plus 1 is 8. We got to do operations in the parentheses first. So what's 16 divided by 2? Yep, the final answer is 2. And all of these have the answers on the next slides. All right, remember, it's not always multiplication before division, whichever comes first in the problem from left to right. All right, everybody try this one out and send me the final answer. Send me the final answer. Ashlyn is correct. Hayden is correct. I need another good answer, guys. Good, Colin. Is everyone trying out this problem? Good, Rylan. Good, Isaiah. Shiloh, Caden, Caleb, Jackson, send me the answer, please. Good, Darius. Uh-oh, that's not what I got. No, that X is not a variable. Sorry, it's a multiplication problem. It's a multiplication sign. All right, so on this one, we do exponents first. So exponents first is 49 plus, and then we do multiplication first because it comes before the division problem. So we have 27, and then we must bring everything else down. Our next line, we have to divide before we're allowed to add. So 27 divided by 3 is 9, and the final answer is 58. But the good thing, you guys, about these awesome calculators that all of you should have is if you put it in the calculator exactly the way it's written, your calculator will automatically do order of operation. So everyone give it a try. I want you to put it in exactly like you see it. So 7 squared. Does everyone know how to type in the squared, the little 2? Good. All right, so type it in exactly like you see it on the screen, and it will confirm to you that the answer is 58. Show me your screen. Show me your screen, everybody. Thank you, Darius. Who else has a good calculator? No? I see Caleb's. Colin, I think you have this calculator, right? Good. Good, Caden. Now, when we start scientific notation next week, some of you are, you're going to want this calculator. I'm telling you. You can buy it at Walmart. You can buy it at Office Depot. You can buy it on Amazon. Okay? All right, so anyway, that's the answer. So if you have this calculator, or any calculator will do order of operation, but this one's going to be good, especially because next week we'll be doing scientific notation. Darius said on Amazon it's cheaper. The last time I checked, it was about $18 and something cents. All right, Rylan is asking me the name of it. TI. Oh, it was only 12 on Amazon, Darius? That's a good deal. I hadn't seen it that cheap in a long time. All right, so right now, oh, it is cheaper than it was last week. Right now it's $15.44. I don't know why the price changes so much. All right, so I am good, Darius. You got a good deal then, buddy. All right, so I'm putting the link in the chat one more time. So right now it's $15.44. If you guys want to order it, we need it next week, especially for scientific notation. All right, anyway, let's move on. 58 was the right answer. All right, so look at the screen. Even if you open that tab, just ignore it for a few minutes. So tip, it's helpful to evaluate or solve expressions one step at a time instead of trying to figure out the whole thing at once. But like I said, put the whole thing in your calculator the correct way and it will give you the right answer. All right, so let's try using our calculator with the parentheses. If you see parentheses in the problem, you must type it in your calculator. So everybody type it in, use the parentheses, and tell me what you get. Ooh, Hayden, I think you hit something wrong. Try it one more time. It should be a whole number. Good, Ashlyn. Good, Colin. Yes, Darius, you got it. Good, Caleb. I didn't get one. I didn't get one. All right, so what would we do first on this one? We do our parentheses, so 10 divided by 4. I'm sorry, 5. And then you would divide first to get 2, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Lots of 4s on the board. Yep. Good try, you guys. Good try. All right, so you are also going to be given variables like these, and you're going to have to substitute the values it tells you for the variables, okay? So here's a long expression right here, and right below it, it tells us that x is equal to 2 and g is equal to 7. Now, this is pretty easy to put into our calculator. This is what I want you to do. 100% of the time you're substituting. I want you to use parentheses around the number you're substituting, okay? Especially if it's a negative number, but even if it's a positive number. So in your calculator, you would type in 15 parentheses 2. You don't even have to hit times. 15 parentheses 2 plus 2 squared minus, go ahead and parentheses, but 7 times 2 parentheses 2 again. All right, and tell me what you get when you plug it into your calculator, just like that. That's what I got, Colin. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. All right, so when you're using your calculator 100% of the time, I want you guys, whatever's being substituted, I want you put it in your calculator with parentheses. Because even though with positive numbers, it's not going to make a big difference, but it will make a difference when it is a negative number every single time. Okay. Yes, I got 6. So me and Colin and Ashlyn got 6. Did anyone else get 6?
I just realized something.
Tell me.
Look at the bottom of the little box.
Yeah, I didn't even see that, Colin. The answer
I did
was,
not see it until after.
I didn't either. Good. Isaiah got 6 also. Good, good, good. All right. Any questions? You're so observant, Colin. I love it. All right. How about this one? Okay. So don't forget what I said about parentheses, and your calculator accepts double parentheses. So look at this one. We're going to type in a parenthesis, and then we're going to type in parenthesis again, -2 parentheses plus 4. And then you have to do double parentheses, and then all of that you're squaring. All right, everyone try that and see what you get. All right, it's okay. I got exactly -68. I want you to do it in your calculator or on paper pencil until you get the right answer.
I clicked the wrong number.
It happens. All right, so far it looks like Ashlyn, did y'all both got 66? I got -68. Oh, I forgot to square the first parentheses, you guys. So maybe it is -66. I'll try it again. My bad. It takes a while. It takes a while sometimes, you guys. You guys were right. I messed up. It's -66. Good job, guys. I did not enter that little exponent of 2 when I did it. Good job, guys. Hayden, did you get -66? Yeah, good job. Good job. All right. So Hayden got it. Well, yeah. Rylan got -66. Ashlyn got -66. And Colin got -66. All right. So if you don't have a calculator, then you got to make sure when you're doing what's in parentheses, -2 plus 4. So -2 plus 4 is +2, right? So then you're going to square +2 and you get 4 plus 3 times -2. So 4 plus 6, or excuse me, -6 minus 4 cubed. Well, 4 cubed is -64 or -64. And then you put all that together and you once again did -66. All right. How do we feel about that, you guys? Pretty good? Awesome. All right. What is the value of this expression? All right. As fast as you can, tell me what this equals. Oh, Colin was the winner that time. Ashlyn was close second. Rylan was a close third. Darius, don't give up. Keep using your calculator, your cheap calculator. You're a good deal on your calculator. Isaiah, are you getting these too? Caden, are you getting these answers? Shiloh, how you doing? Do you have a calculator, Shiloh? No? Are you going to get one? Okay, you promise? Perfect. All right, Isaiah's thinking. Everyone be quiet so Isaiah can think. No, don't do that, Miss Richardson. Oh, you keep getting 37? What's happening? That's what I got, 37. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Darius. 37 is the right answer, everybody. Good, 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 good. All right, I did want to show you the Chrome extension called Equatio. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Equatio? No. All right, so there's some more on this slide deck for you guys to practice. So later on when you have nothing to do and you think, man, I wish I had some math problems to practice. Guess what? I'm giving them to you. You're welcome. You're welcome for that. And then even more, you guys, even more math problems to do just for fun. And just to make sure you're right, I have given you the correct answers. Here they are. Here's all the correct answers. All right, so quiz yourself. See how many you can get right. I double dog dare you. All right, so let me stop sharing that. And I want to look at which math assignment is it? I think it's tomorrow's math assignment. I think Colin so far is the only one who's done it, which is fine. It's not due till Sunday midnight, right? All right, so let me open it. It's a Kami assignment. All right, so let me share the screen with you. All right, does everyone see my purple paper? All right, do you know how, now listen, I'm definitely not a great computer whiz, but do you guys know how to download a Chrome extension? Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, I'm going to try to tell you, and if I get it wrong, show grace, please. All right, so on your Chromebook up here, can you see where my mouse is? Way up here on the right of the screen. Can you see? You see where my mouse is going? Okay, so if you'll click those buttons, you will have a choice that says more tools, okay? And then you're going to come over here and say extensions. All right, so everybody hit extensions. And then you're going to search for Equatio, E-Q, I don't know how to spell Equatio, E-Q-U-A-T-I-O. Can someone try it out right now and let's see what happens. Let's see if it works. Do you want me to start over those directions? Do you want me to start over? Okay, I'm starting over. I'm going to close this out. All right, so up here in the far right corner of my screen, there's 3 dots right underneath the X. Do you guys see those 3 screens? I mean, 3 dots? All right, so click on those. And then come down here to more tools. Someone is chatting with me. Let me see what you're saying. It won't let you. It won't let you do this, Ashlyn?
It worked for me.
It worked for Darius. Please, if you have a question, you can always unmute. You don't have to, you know, be shy. All right, so for those of you this is working for, we're going under more tools, and then you're coming over here and you're finding the word extensions. Can I show you what it looks like? Yeah, let me finish these directions and then I'll look at yours, okay? All right, so Darius is with me. Anyone else trying to do this? Rylan, Isaiah, perfect. All right, so you can search for extensions. And we're going to search for Equatio. E-Q-U-A-T-I.
You don't need to type it in. Right when you click EQ, it popped up.
Oh, perfect. Now thank you, Colin. I've already downloaded it, so I don't need to. So what does your screen say now? Once you type it, does it say accept or
No search
It
results.
shows
Sorry.
Deacon's.
It's already added.
it's already added to Collins? What did yours say, Isaiah?
No search results.
Oh, did you
Um,
spell it?
Just type in EQ. It'll be the only thing that pops up.
Did you
That's
do
what I
it?
did.
Do you have a MacBook, Isaiah?
No, I have a Chromebook.
Hmm.
Are you
Darius,
in a section or in launch point?
yeah, you went to the little three buttons, right? Oh, good. Caleb said his is already on there. Darius, were you able to download it? Good. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so when we're done, Ashlyn and Isaiah, y'all can share your screen and we can see what it looks like. Okay. All right. All right. So now that you have downloaded the extension, there's a little blue. Can you still see my screen? There's a tiny little blue square right there. That is Equatio. Don't hit it yet. Don't hit it yet. All right, so now I'm going to go back to my assignment from yesterday, which is this Cami assignment, okay? And I even highlighted it on the directions. Use Equatio to help you because no one likes to type fractions that are complicated. All right, so let me show you how Equatio will help you type with exponents and fractions. All right, so let's look at problem. I'm trying to find a more complicated one. Like this one right here. This one right here. Okay, so I want to type the answer. So obviously I'm going to use the quotient. I'm going to use the product rules and quotient rules. Now I'm typing on this, so you guys, it's actually putting this answer on yours document as well. So you don't have to do this one later. All right, so over here, I want to type not only fractions, but I want to type exponents. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to open my Equatio by clicking on this blue button. And once I do that, it should open Equatio at the bottom of my screen. But I don't see.
I have to log in, but it won't accept my email. I mean
Okay.
Google.
Oh, it won't. Okay. All right. So hopefully we'll all figure this out. But anyway, so when I clicked on this blue dot up here at the very bottom of my screen, all of these things popped up. Do you guys see the stuff at the bottom of my screen? Okay. So to open this slide or this area that I can type in for Equatio, I'm going to come over here. It says equation editor. So I'm going to open that and I want to put in a fraction over here. So I'm going to go to these and you just have to play around with it. It took me a while, but I figured out where all the buttons are that I want to use. So I'm going to come over here to these three dots. I'm going to hit the pi. And like I said, I figured this all out just by playing around with it. I'm going to hit this pi symbol. And right here, it gives me a way to type a fraction. So I type it, there's my fraction, and I want to simplify first. I'm going to go ahead and simplify all this stuff. So I want to write, let's see, what would I type on the top? 5 squared divided by 5 to the first is going to be, actually, that's a whole number. All right, I'll do the next problem. I'll do this one right here. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 3 times 5. So on the top, I'm going to write 4 to the power of, so to make my exponent, I'm going to hit those 3 buttons again. And then right here, it says x to the a power. Do you see that? So I'm going to type that button and then I can type whatever exponent there I want. So I'm going to type in a 15. I'm going to erase the a and I'm going to erase the x. So see how I've written 4 to the power of 15 in my numerator? And then on the bottom, what's 4 times 3? 12. On the bottom, I'm typing 16 to the power of 12. And I got to get rid of the x. And then I'm going to simplify that. I'm just going to, in my calculator, I'm probably just going to punch that right in. because it won't simplify all the way down. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 4 to the 15th divided by 16 to the power of 12. And I got this crazy fraction. So that's not simplified. I could divide, let's see, what is 4 to the power of 15? 4 to the power of 15 is a huge number. I wonder if I could divide 4 and 16 by, nope, they don't have the same base.
Yeah, you can divide 16 by 4.
Well, I'm wondering if it's the same thing if I, let me try it real quick. So if I did 1 to the power of 15 over 4 to the power of 12, is it going to be the same answer? No, it isn't. I can't do that. All right, so that's the final answer because I can't simplify it any further because those bases are not the same. So the way I'm going to get my answer up here on my document, I am going to hit, part of my screen is not sharing. I'm going to copy it, the image, and then I'm going to paste it up here. There it is right there. And I'm going to have to move it over a little bit. All right, so do you see how that looks so much better than having to use your slash and the little caret button and all that stuff? So if you'll down, I know it seems like a lot of work, but once you play around with it a couple of times, you get used to it really, really quickly. Okay. And so that's just a lot easier to read and also type once you get used to it. The other thing that you can do is always you can pull up a PowerPoint and type your answers and then copy and paste them into Kami as well. I mean, I don't mind the slashes and the carets and all that stuff. It's just a little bit confusing when you guys are typing that, and you know, sometimes grading it can be a little more challenging. All right. So that's Equatio. You can always use that. And next year, when you guys are in Algebra 1, your teacher will want you to use Equatio quite a bit because you're going to be graphing. You can graph with Equatio and do all kinds of stuff with it. This is just the barely the beginning of what all it can do. All right. So what questions do you guys have? Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. This is the answer for the one below it. There it is. Any questions? Oh, I used that at my school. Good. So you're already familiar with it, Darius, right? Awesome. All right. So if you were having trouble and you want to look at it for a minute, you can stick around for a minute, or if you have any questions. The rest of you, if you don't have any questions and everybody feel good, if you feel good about everything, then you can go, and I'll see you at advisement on Friday. Bye, guys. Have a great day. All right, I'm going to stop recording, and then I'll see if you guys have any questions. Give me just a second.